Making our news brief headlines today, Tuesday the 29th of April. The 2025 general elections and referendum take place tomorrow, and we have all of those key details that you are going to want to know. Plus, Governor Jane Owen toured one of the election stations. And finally, in our sports news, the Cayman Islands national men's rugby team defeated Guyana over the weekend. That and more for this evening. Good evening and welcome to today's CIGtv News Brief. I'm your host, Elizabeth Charles. If you're watching on YouTube, remember to like and subscribe. And please, of course, feel free to share our newscasts for the most accurate government news. Now, let's get to today's top stories. The polls open promptly at 7 a.m. tomorrow, Wednesday, April 30th, for the 2025 general elections and referendum. The Elections Office is sharing its final reminders to voters on what they need to know to complete the ballots. The public has been reminded that electronic devices, including mobile phones, cameras, tablets, including iPads and any other digital equipment that might capture images or make audio recordings, is not allowed inside the polling station. Please remember to leave your devices at home or secure them outside of the station before you enter the polling station itself. Now, accessibility has been a major focus for the Elections Office this year, and there have been a number of options made available for voters with special needs. Seniors, persons with disabilities, and expectant mothers can speak with an elections officer to be allowed to drive directly up to your polling station. Deputy Supervisor of Elections, Sheena Glasgow, spoke about other offerings for voters who might need added assistance.
Some people like to go out to the polls on election day, and we know that. But if they need some special assistance, I'm calling it, we're going back to COVID rules. So such persons, let the field officers know that you need some special assistance. There will be a wheelchair for persons with mobility challenges at the field tent. But for other persons who may be a little bit more mobile and able to walk to the polling station themselves, they still need to let our staff know that they have whatever issue, and they will be assisted by being moved to the front of the line. I did say COVID rules, so that they're not waiting as long.
Some polling stations have changed since the 2021 elections. This includes new locations for Boddentown East, West Bay North, and Georgetown South. Remember, you can verify your polling station by visiting elections.ky. All polling stations will operate from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Election Day. Her Excellency, the Governor, Mrs. Jane Owen, visited the John Gray High School Gymnasium earlier today as elections officers completed their final round of checks for tomorrow's elections. We spoke with Governor Owen about her thoughts thus far on the 2025 elections and what she expects will take place tomorrow.
I'm standing here in John Gray High School in the gymnasium with around 300 of our fantastic polling staff, Elections Supervisor Wes Howell and his deputy, Ms. Sheena Glasgow. It's wonderful to see the final preparations for what's going to be a really important polling day tomorrow. So obviously it's my first time to view an election here in Cayman, but I'm told that typically we would expect at least 80% turnout of voters. So I'm really hoping that everybody will cherish this opportunity to make their democratic voice heard and to ensure that we have a successful election tomorrow. I'm really confident about the election process here in Cayman. I've been seeing the wonderful work of Elections Supervisor Wes and his whole team. I've been seeing the preparations that are going on behind me, and I feel extremely confident that the democratic, good governance process in Cayman will be demonstrated yet again tomorrow.
We will be providing these and other reminders throughout the day tomorrow, and also we'll be sharing with you live updates directly from the elections office. That's going to happen at 12:30 p.m., at 6:45 p.m., and also at 9:30 p.m. right here on CIG TV. And now for this evening's sports. The Cayman national men's rugby team took their prowess from Georgetown to Georgetown, Guyana for a special invitational match against their Guyanese counterparts. Now, the match was equally spirited throughout. However, the Cayman Islands team was dominant and ended the game with a score of 48 to the Guyana team's 17. For more information on the men's national team and other activities, visit caymanrugby.com. Again, that's caymanrugby.com. Now let's turn to your weather forecast for today. Tonight will be mainly fair with a slight chance of showers and temperatures dropping to the upper 70s. Winds will be east to northeast at 10 to 15 knots, increasing to 15 to 20 knots, with higher gusts across our sister islands overnight. Seas will remain moderate with wave heights of 4 to 6 feet. Now, looking ahead to tomorrow, we can expect partly cloudy skies with a 20% chance of showers. Temperatures will climb into the mid-80s. East to northeast winds will continue at 15 to 20 knots, and seas will stay moderate with waves of 4 to 6 feet. Be sure to visit the Cayman Islands National Weather Service's website and follow their Facebook page for the most reliable weather updates. Now that wraps up today's CIG TV News Brief. Please join us tomorrow for our Election Day coverage. You won't want to miss it. It's all going to begin at 7 a.m. And remember, if you are watching us on YouTube, hit that like button, share, and subscribe to stay informed to the most accurate local government news.